I don't think anyone in the world knows that Meghan Markle has eaten Jack in the Box and loves it.
It's so funny, too, that you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know I'm Sussex now. You have kids, and you go, no, I share my name with my children.
Yes.
And that feels so, I didn't know how meaningful it would be to me, but it just means so much to go, this is our family name.
Has the media been fair in its treatment of Meghan Markle, or are we witnessing a glaring bias? This question becomes all the more pertinent when we delve into the recent hullabaloo around Meghan's choice of surname. Yes, indeed, we're talking about the media frenzy sparked by Meghan identifying herself as Meghan Sussex, rather than Meghan Markle. It's a choice that, under normal circumstances, would be considered completely normal, almost mundane. After all, how many women choose to adopt their spouse's surname post-marriage? Countless. Yet, when Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, takes on the Sussex name, the media goes into overdrive, spinning tales of audacity and scandal. Suddenly, this simple personal decision is being scrutinised, dissected, and blown out of proportion. But let's pause for a moment and question why this is even a problem. Meghan is married to Prince Harry, whose official last name is Sussex. It's not unheard of for members of the royal family to use their titles as their last names. Prince William, for instance, is often referred to as William Wales. So why should Meghan's choice to go by Sussex stir up such a storm? The hypocrisy becomes even more glaring when we consider that Kate Middleton, now married to Prince William, is often referred to as Catherine Wales. There were no sensational headlines when she made this transition. No one questioned her decision, and certainly no one accused her of seeking attention. Yet when Meghan embraces her title, she's accused of stirring confusion and seeking the limelight. The double standards are clear as day, and they point to a media that's obsessively fixated on every move Meghan makes. Why the obsession, you ask? Well, because controversy sells. The media outlets know their audience all too well. They understand that their readers thrive on scandal and outrage, and so they oblige. So the question remains, why this selective outrage when Meghan chooses to go by Sussex? Perhaps it's time we started asking the media these hard questions. Now let's delve into the glaring double standards of the media when it comes to the royal family. Picture this. Prince William and Catherine Middleton tie the knot, and Catherine starts going by Catherine Wales, aligning with her husband's official family name. No one blinks an eye. No one questions her decision. No one accuses her of seeking attention or trying to stir up controversy. She's simply following the traditional route that many married women choose, adopting her husband's family name. Now let's switch gears and look at Meghan's situation. She marries Prince Harry, whose official family name is Sussex. She chooses to go by Meghan Sussex, just like Catherine did. But the media's response? It's drastically different. Suddenly it's a scandal. Suddenly it's confusing and attention-seeking. Suddenly it's front-page news and a hot topic of discussion on every royal gossip show. Why is that? Why is Meghan's choice to use her husband's family name seen as controversial when Catherine's identical decision was accepted without question? The media's hypocrisy is glaring, isn't it? Meghan's situation isn't unique. She's not the first royal to use her husband's family name, and she certainly won't be the last. But she seems to be the only one facing this level of scrutiny for it. And let's not forget that Meghan's decision to use the Sussex name isn't just about tradition. It's about her identity as a member of the royal family. It's about her connection to her husband and their shared commitment to their roles. It's a choice that should be respected, not ridiculed. And yet, here we are, in a world where Meghan's every move is scrutinised, criticised, and blown out of proportion. A world where the media's obsession with Meghan often overshadows the real issues at hand. Why does Meghan face this unwarranted scrutiny? Is it because she's an American? Is it because she's a former actress? Is it because she's a woman of colour? Or is it simply because she's Meghan Markle, a woman who has dared to challenge the status quo and live life on her own terms? The media would have you believe that Meghan's choice to use the Sussex name is a scandal. But it's not. It's a normal, reasonable decision made by a woman who is simply trying to navigate her role in the public eye. So let's not fall for the media's attempts to make a mountain out of a molehill. Let's not let them distract us from the real issues with their petty attacks on Meghan. Because at the end of the day, Meghan's choice to use the Sussex name isn't the problem. The media's obsession with her is. The hypocrisy is evident, isn't it? So why does Meghan face this unwarranted scrutiny? It's time to confront the real motive behind the media's relentless attacks on Meghan. What we need to focus on is how media outlets like the Daily Mail, The Sun, and GB News have turned Meghan into a convenient tool to fuel outrage. Outrage, my friends, is a product that sells like hotcakes in today's media market. It's a sad truth, but it's a truth we can't afford to ignore. When you look at the bigger picture, it becomes clear that these media outlets are not driven by a pursuit of the truth or a respect for royal traditions. They are driven by profit and ratings, and what better way to boost those ratings than to tap into the controversy and the outrage that surrounds Meghan? Consider this. Every time Meghan is mentioned in a headline, these media outlets know that their readership numbers will skyrocket. The more outrageous the claim, the more people will click, share, and comment. It's a simple yet effective formula. These outlets have recognized that their audience has a certain perception of Meghan, and they are more than willing to exploit this perception for their own benefit. They craft their narratives to fit what their audience wants to hear, not necessarily what is the truth. It's a masterclass in manipulation, and unfortunately it's working. This relentless assault on Meghan is not about her name, her actions, or her choices. It's about the media using her as a scapegoat to drive their own agendas. It's about stoking the flames of outrage to keep their audience hooked and coming back for more. It's about capitalizing on the controversy to boost their own ratings and profits. The media's obsession with Meghan is not about her, it's about them. It's about their bottom line. It's about their survival in an increasingly competitive industry. So is it really about the truth or royal traditions? Or is it just a cheap tactic to boost their ratings? The answer, I believe, is clear. It's not about Meghan Markle. It's about the media's desperate scramble for relevance and profit. Let's address the elephant in the room, the media's obsession with Meghan Markle. It feels as though the media's fascination with Meghan extends well beyond a healthy interest. It's an obsession, a fixation that borders on the unhealthy. And for what? Because she dares to live her life on her own terms, because she refuses to fit into a mould that was never designed for her, because she's found happiness and success outside the confines of the royal life. Meghan has been a breath of fresh air, a woman of substance who speaks her mind and stands up for what she believes in. She has carved out an identity for herself beyond the royal title, and it seems to be a problem for the media. They can't seem to digest her happiness, her success, her strength. The media seems to be stuck in a vicious cycle. They obsess over Meghan, scrutinising her every move, her every word, her every outfit. They twist her actions, spin her words, and paint her in a negative light. And then, when she reacts, when she takes a stand, they act surprised, shocked even. They accuse her of seeking attention, of causing drama. But isn't it the media that's making a spectacle out of her life? The media's obsession with Meghan isn't just unfair, it's unhealthy. It's a relentless scrutiny that serves no one. It only feeds into a narrative of hate and bias, a narrative that is far removed from the truth. This obsession is not about Meghan, it's about the media and their insatiable appetite for controversy. For Meghan, the answer is simple. She continues to live her life on her own terms, to find joy in her family, to work towards her goals. She continues to rise above the noise, to shine despite the shadows. And that's what really matters. This obsession, this relentless scrutiny, is their problem, not Meghan's. So, what have we learned today? We've seen, clear as day, the media's bias towards Meghan Markle. This bias is not only unfair, but also unfounded, with the uproar over her choice to use the name Sussex being a prime example. We've also unveiled the double standards at play, with Meghan's actions being scrutinised while other royals are given a pass for the same behaviour. We've delved into the real motive behind these attacks. A desperate attempt to sell outrage and keep a certain narrative alive. It's not about truth or tradition, but about maintaining a brand that thrives on negativity. Lastly, we've confronted the media's unhealthy obsession with Meghan, an obsession that seems to be fueled more by their discomfort with her happiness and success than any actual misstep on her part. It's high time we start questioning the media's intentions and their so-called objective reporting.